Trojan Sports Now.
Hello and welcome into another edition of Trojan Sports Now. I'm Jahmal Kennedy.
And I'm Renfrow. Stick around as we bring you the latest news and scores from Troy Athletics. With the football team being on a bye week, we have to open the show with some other sports. Well, how about a rivalry matchup? The Trojans and Jags of South Alabama on the soccer pitch, with the Trojan soccer team coming out on top on Friday night for the first time since 2013. The Trojans defeated the Jags 1-0 at the Cage on Friday, and it was the Jaguars' first loss against a Sun Belt Conference opponent in 33 matches. Kirsten Edlund scored the game's only goal in the 7th minute for her first career goal. Mickey Lewis saved 5 shots in the game, and Troy outshot the Jags 13-6. It was also the first match that ended in regulation for the first time in 4 outings for Troy. Head coach Jason Hamilton says that his young team was unsure of how to finish the close games, but with the win over South, it was a great way for his players to see their potential.
Show the young players on the team what it takes now to be on, both the positive and negative end of a conference game, because they're all going to be tight, they're all going to be battles, and really anybody could beat anybody on any given day.
Want to hear a stat that confirms how well the Trojans played Friday night? Well, Troy held the 2-time All-Sun Belt and 2013 Sun Belt Offensive Player of the Year, Sharday Hanna, to just 1 shot all game.
But unlike the soccer team, the volleyball team couldn't get it done against its in-state rival. The Trojans dropped a 3-set match to South Alabama on Saturday at the Jaguar Gymnasium in Mobile. The Trojans lost the match with scores of 27-25, 25-20, and 25-16. Now each team had 30 digs each, but Troy had 19 attack errors in the match. After hitting 33% in the first set and only having 6 attack errors, the second and third set saw a combined 13 attack errors, including 9 in the third set. Simone Shaw led the Trojans with 8 kills, while redshirt freshman Logan Page recorded 7 kills and 4 blocks. Senior Renfrow led all players with 19 assists.
And on Tuesday night, Skit Night was held in Trojan Arena, but before Troy students could share their Trojan spirit, the Trojan volleyball team took the court in search of its 7th win of the season. It was a matchup against Florida A&M that saw the Trojans fall behind in the first set by a final of 25-17. And after fighting back and tying the game up at 1 set apiece, the turning point came in the third set when the Rattlers snaked their way on a 9-3 run, taking home the win by a final of 3-1.
We knew going in that Florida A&M was a good team. They're first place in their conference.
Junior Avalon Nero finished the game with 6 service aces, with 4 coming in the second set alone. And along with the upperclassman, Kirkpatrick says he's just as impressed with the youngsters on the team.
Our young kids are getting better every time we step on the floor. We had 4 really big performances by freshmen and sophomores tonight.
And though the night ended in a loss, Kirkpatrick shares the positives from Tuesday night's performance.
We just have to continue to battle, and it's good to see that we're doing the things that we're working on in practice.
And now the Trojans look to defend their home court again this week when Georgia Southern visits Trojan territory.
Our future's really bright, but we're not playing for our future right now. We're playing to win matches, and we need to get a win to feel a little bit better about ourselves. And we have a couple days to get ready for Georgia Southern. And, we're going to use the most of our practice time to get ready for them.
With last night's loss, the Trojans are now 6-16 on the season and are still working and fighting to snap their 12-game losing streak.
The men's tennis team traveled to Macon, Georgia last weekend for the Mercer Goodard Invitational. And although the Trojans didn't come out on top, they still put out some pretty exciting performances. Scott Kidd saw 2 Trojans make their way to the finals in the form of Jackie Dwan and Austin Rosan. Andre Baldo advanced to the semifinals, but would lose to Georgia State's Abin Sharma. Last weekend marked the first time this fall that no Trojan managed to win a title. However, they did continue their streak of not being shut out, improving that stat to 6 consecutive days.
The women's tennis team was out west in Waco, Texas last weekend and saw Trojans of their own advance to the finals. However, just like the men, the women came up short as the doubles pair of Nancy Karaki and Alicia Rodriguez fell to Baylor's duo of Elizabeth Prophet and Teresa Van Zylon. Sunday, 2 matches were left to play for the Trojans, and in the consolation draw, Karaki advanced to the finals match and dropped a tough 3-set match to Georgia State's Damira Numinovic. That match included a whopping 20-game third set. Still to come on Trojan Sports Now, we'll have a preview of the Trojan football team's redemption matchup against Georgia State.
But first, Ron Renfrow sits down with head women's basketball coach Chandler Rigby. Stick around, more Trojan Sports Now is coming your way.